Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully by now you know who I am, but if you don't, my name's Caroline Anderson. I love tennis and I made a YouTube channel about it. Um, I'm gonna get right into this, so topics are on the screen. Y'all know the drill. Let's get started. Alright, so, as you can see, Iala, battles but gets eliminated. This match, Iala versus Anisimova, was highly anticipated, and while it wasn't the highest quality of matches, um, it still did not disappoint. Um, so Anisimova started out rough. Iala also started out rough. It was kind of like a real back and forth exchange, but eventually Anisimova got the win and eliminated Iala. But Iala should be really proud of her fight, and she is on her way to New York City. So, yeah, look for her at the U.S. Open. All right, next up. All right, you know we're going to talk about this one. Sabalenka, after an impressive win over Wong in the third round, winning in only 54 minutes, really struggled against Balick in the round of 16. And a lot of errors. Balick, and we'll talk about her in a minute, she's just a little pest in the best way possible. And I mean, no disrespect to her. She just wouldn't go away, and Sabalenka kept making errors, and it was a mess, and she ended up losing. And in that loss, she thinned the gap between her and Rybakina in the race for number one. And she put herself at risk in that regard. But Rybakina helped her out, and we'll get to that, I think, in the next topic. So let's get to it. Alright, this is a tough one, but we gotta talk about it. So Elena Rybakina, she was 2 matches away from becoming the world number one after Sabalenka lost in the round of 16. However, in her match yesterday against Iga Swiatek, she injured herself. She had a potential Achilles injury. Hopefully it's not that serious. But everybody is like nervously awaiting news from her regarding her status for the U.S. Open, because a lot of people want to see her become number one. So, we'll see. I'm definitely quite nervous myself. But we'll see what happens. Keep Rybakina in your prayers and send her as many well wishes as you can. Yeah, much love to Elena. Get well soon. We want to see you become number one, because you deserve it. Alright, next topic. Alright, so remember last week when we talked about Iga winning and, playing really well in Toronto and everything like that. Let me get a little bit closer. Sorry if you guys couldn't hear me. But anyway, so when we talked about that, we were like, okay, great, this is amazing. But we weren't quite sure if the form was going to continue. Well, it's definitely continued, and Iga looked great in the first 5 games of her match against Rybakina yesterday, before Rybakina retired. And before I go any further, huge shout out to Iga for the amazing sportsmanship and concern and love that she showed to Elena yesterday. That's something that a lot of players should do more often. And I'm sure Elena really appreciated that. And yeah, we all hope with you that Elena will be okay. And like I said, we're sitting on the edge of our seats, and we'll just see what happens. But Iga looks like she's around to stay, so keep an eye on her as the next couple of tournaments progress. This one and then the U.S. Open. We'll see what happens there. Iga is slated to play the semifinals against Jessica Pegula tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. Alright, next topic. Alright, let's try that again. Sorry, I had the wrong number and topic on there. But Coco Gauff, as maybe like 30 minutes ago, won her quarterfinal match against Marta Kostyuk, and she won pretty easily. I think it was like 6-2, 6-2. Kostyuk did not play well that match, but Coco was on fire, and she is continuing that form that she had in Toronto. And yeah, she has reached the semis to play Balick, and I'm a little nervous because of how Balick has been playing. And like I said, she's a little pest, and she just will not go away. But I have faith in Coco, and I'm fingers crossing that she can beat her. So yeah, tomorrow that's who she's gonna play, and I hope she wins. And yeah, just stay tuned. All right, next topic. All right, we've been talking about Balick all night, so we got to keep talking about her. She has had the most impressive run at this tournament. She's beat 3 Grand Slam champions, including the current world number one, and she defeated Maddie Keys in an epic match today. She defeated fellow Czech Krejcikova and also fellow Czech Karolina Pliskova to get to this point. She is, again, like I said several times, a little pest. She will not go away. You cannot count her out. She is definitely one to watch heading into the semifinals tomorrow and also into the US Open. Yeah, this girl is on fire, and it is kind of fun to watch, to be honest. It's not fun to watch my players lose, but this girl is something else, I can tell you that right now. Alright, next topic. Alright, so now it's time to predict the next couple rounds. So for the semis, tomorrow we've got Pegula versus Swiatek. As you can see, I think Swiatek will either win in a close straight sets, or due to Pegula's injury in the quarterfinals, she had an abdominal issue, but hopefully that's a lot better now. But if that becomes an issue in this match, it'll be a pretty quick straight sets win for Iga. I think either way, she will win in straights and make the final for the second year in a row. For the second semifinal, we've got Gauff and Balick. Again, as much as I've been praising Balick this video, I think Gauff will win in 3. Balick will, again, poke at Gauff, but Gauff is really great at defending, and she will poke right back. So I think she will win in 3 and make the final. Alright, so here's my prediction of the final, Gauff versus Swiatek. And yeah, as much as I've been praising Iga this entire video as well, and as much as she's been playing well, Gauff knows how to play her. And Gauff has actually done pretty well the last few times she's played her, so she is, especially if she's moving around a lot, bullying Swiatek around the baseline and things like that, she'll win this match. I think she will take it in 3 sets. I think it'll be close. But again, I won't be mad if Iga wins, but I really hope Coco takes this one. Yeah, and I think that's it. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Next week, we're gonna get a recap of the semifinals and the final of Cincinnati, and then we're going to go straight into the US Open preview and everything like that. So I'm excited. It's the last Grand Slam of the year, and honestly, on this side of the tour, anybody can win it. So it'll be exciting to watch, and I hope you guys are excited as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.